Father, and Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, be with us today as we offer the Son. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Before anything else, class, allow us to introduce ourselves. I'm Teacher Jana. Teacher Val. Teacher Mariel.
I'm Teacher Mark.
And we are your teachers this morning. Good morning once again, class. So how are you today? We're fine. It's a long weekend.
Very short.
It was great. Did you enjoy our Halloween?
Yeah.
Very great. Can you take your seats? Please do not leave some papers under your chairs. Like your chairs properly. And go and participate with our right?
Don't grab your chair, guys.
Alright, you now take your seat. Does anyone absent class? Yes. Raise your hands after everyone. Does you have a letter? Yes.
Yes, please. Here, please.
So, looks like you guys doing an activity class.
Yes.
Yes, teacher. But first, let me tell you our classroom rules for our discussion today. I call these classroom rules SLR rule. S, you stay on topic. L, you listen respectfully to others. R, you raise your hand if you have something to say. Again, S for
Stay on topic.
listen
Respectfully to others. Raise your hand if you have something to say.
Alright, since you guys do an activity class, do you want to have an activity?
Yes.
Yes! Alright, let's prepare an activity for you. I call this an activity brainstorm, highlight, and write. I have here pictures. All you have to do is first to brainstorm. Oh, this will be group A and this will be group B. First thing you need to do is brainstorm with your group what each picture represents. And then you will find and highlight the words inside the word puzzle, describes the picture, and lastly, you will write your answers inside the boxes under each picture. Well, am I making myself clear, class? Again, so brainstorm with your group what each picture represents, and you find and highlight the words inside the puzzle, and then lastly, you will write your answers under the boxes, inside the boxes under each picture. Alright?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now listen to my instruction. When I say flee, you stand. When I say flee flap, you form a circle with your group quietly. When I say flee flap low, you settle down. Alright? Yes. Again, flee, you will stand. Then flee flap.
Form a circle of the group silently.
Oh, flee flap low, you will
Sit down.
Alright. Flee. Flee flap. Ultra. Flee flap low. Okay, settle down. This will be group A. This will be group B. Alright, you choose one representative for your group and make sure everyone is participating. Okay, you have 3 minutes to accomplish this.
Can you guys come here guys? Yes.
No discrimination. See? Around 2 minutes now. Alright, you have 1 minute left.
Done, Mom.
Alright, settle down now. Group representative for group A. Settle down now and That's Alright, group representative for group A. Stand and read your answer. Show it to the class.
Women's rights,
Okay.
non-discrimination, justice,
Alright.
and participation, the last one.
Okay, very good. And hand please. Representative, please stand.
This picture is women's rights and non-discrimination, justice and participation, and women's rights, and non-discrimination, justice, or participation.
Alright, very good. Did you not found the bonus word inside the word search puzzle? Okay, yes, Harry.
It's empowerment.
Empowerment and
Equality.
okay, very good. Well, how do they relate to each other? Non-discrimination, participation, women's rights, justice, equality, and empowerment. How do they relate to each other?
Maybe.
Yes, Harry?
I think those words describe what women want us to do as a society.
Alright, thank you. Another answer. This group. Another answer. Well, how do they relate to each other? How do these pictures relate to each other? Yes, Anna?
They play a significant role.
Yes, these words here, these pictures, are all essential components for just and equitable society. So we have here non-discrimination. Why do you think non-discrimination is important in our society? What do you think will happen if there's no discrimination in the society class? Yes, it's for me.
Everyone is treated with respect and dignity.
Okay, very good. Another answer?
Harry.
Yes, Harry?
With no discrimination, you will be able to fully show your authentic self, and with that, you can have a meaningful contribution in the society.
Yes, beautiful. Yes. If there's no discrimination in the society and everyone is treated fairly, the society will most likely become peaceful and stable. Alright, how about women's rights? What is the importance of women's rights, class? Yes? What is the importance of women's women's rights? Yes, this Shania? Yes, women's rights is important. Again? To achieve gender equality. Very good. How about this side? Yes?
I believe that we women, we are the pillar of hope in this country. And we have the power to be who we are, showing who we are, and telling everybody that women are extraordinary in this country. Thank you.
Lives. Yes, true. Women's rights are important because they are essential in achieving gender equality and as well as they're essential they are human rights. Right. So based on your answers, based on our activity, what do you think is the topic for today class?
Women empowerment.
Alright, women empowerment. Another gender equality. Alright, Magna Carta of women. So before that, please read our objectives for our class discussion class.
Number 9710, or the Magna Carta of Women. Share insights on how the Magna Carta of Women works in relevance to the teaching profession and create a slogan emphasizing the importance of the Magna Carta of Women in the lives of the Filipino women.
Alright, thank you. So we can achieve these objectives if you're going to listen and participate and also keep in mind our SLR rule class. Is that okay? Yes. Okay, perfect. Now going back, what do you think? What are your ideas about the Magna Carta of Women or the Republic Act number 9710? Do you have any ideas? Yes, we
Shows the rights of women in regards to in our society wherein their voice will be heard and their uniqueness will be shown.
Okay, rights of women. Very good. How about this side?
Go
Your
Gina.
ideas about Magna Carta of women. Yes, another ideas? No more, okay? The Republic Act number 9710 of the Magna Carta of Women is a comprehensive women's human rights law that seeks to eliminate discrimination through the recognition, protection, fulfillment, and promotion of the rights of Filipino women, especially those belonging to the marginalized sectors of society. So who are the marginalized sectors of the society in class?
The poor.
The poor? Yes. Who
The
else?
underprivileged.
The underprivileged. Okay, the marginalized sectors of the society include the people of color, women, LGBTQ plus people, people with disabilities, and people living in poverty. So, why are they considered the marginalized sectors? Because they are the people who are untreated fairly and excluded from the society. That's why they're considered marginalized sectors of the society. Gaya tungkol sa ilang gender, race, sexual orientation, and other factors.
Moving on to section 2 of Republic Act 9710 of Magna Carta of Women, the Declaration of Policy and its brief statement. It shall promote empowerment of women and pursue equal opportunities for women and men and ensure equal access to resources and development results and outcomes. So section 2 promotes empowerment and equal access to resources for both women and men. So it provides protection for the marginalized women against from the discrimination and violence. So who are these marginalized women? women. So under the section 4 of Republic Act 1979, it is stated there that the marginalized women are those who are in poor and rural workers, fisher folks, urban moors, the person with disabilities, the children, the senior citizens, and many more. So they are what we call the marginalized men. So on section 8 of Republic Act 1910, the human rights of women, can we read the statement?
All rights in the Constitution and those rights recognized under international instruments duly signed and ratified by the Philippines in consonance with Philippine law shall be rights of women under this act to be enjoyed without discrimination.
So before we dig deeper to section 8, do you have any idea what is an international instrument? So, international instrument is actually a formal agreement or treaty between countries. So it promotes peacekeeping and environmental protection for everyone. Another word is the ratifies. This means it is to approve or confirm. So, ibig sabihin na Section 8 dito, lahat ng batas sa Constitution na kinikilala ng international instrument at inaprubahan sa batas ng Pilipinas ay siya magiging batas ng mga kababayan.
So moving on to section 9, protection from violence. Kindly read everyone.
The state shall ensure that all women shall be protected from all forms of violence as provided for in existing laws. Agencies of government shall give priority to the defense and protection of women against gender-based offenses and help women attain justice and healing.
Okay, thank you class. So based on what you read, what do you have any idea what section 9 means is? Or do you have any idea what is the main purpose of section 9, protection from violence? Okay, Tori.
I think Section 9 aims to protect women. Kaya dapat sila ang una i-protect, priority for protection against any violence sa society.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that answer. Please. So section 9, the main purpose of section 9 is that to ensure that all women shall be protected from all forms of violence as provided for in existing laws. So for example, Queenie has been abused by her husband for 5 years out of jealousy. So the state has the responsibility in protecting Queenie from her husband. And then, agencies of government shall give priority to the defense and protection of women against gender-based offenses and help women attain justice and healing. So in the case of Queenie, agencies of government, for example, DES, the Bukidi, is responsible in protecting Queenie and prioritizing her to attain justice and healing. So, towards this end, measures to reform offenders shall be likewise be pursued. A. Within the next 5 years, there shall be an incremental increase in the recruitment and training of women in the police force, forensics and medical legal services, and social work services. This means that the state is recruiting additional professional women in these fields so that those victims can easily seek help to attain justice and healing. So letter B, women shall have the right to protection and security in situations of armed conflict and militarization. So in letter B, this means that if war arises, the state is responsible in prioritizing the women for their safety and security. So let's move on to section Section 10. Women affected by disaster, calamities, and other crisis situations. May I read everyone?
Women have the right to protection and security in times of disasters, calamities, and other crisis situations, especially in all phases of relief, recovery, rehabilitation, and construction efforts.
Okay, thank you, class. So based on what we read on section 10, do you have any idea what this means? Or do you have any idea what is the main purpose of section 10? Anyone? From this side, from group B, do you have any idea what is the main purpose of section 10 or what is the main goal of section 10?
In terms of
Huh? Okay, from group A, do you have any idea what is the main goal of section 10? Okay, meaning.
in times of adversity, women have women have the right to protect themselves, or women can aid the women. Government can aid the women in times of adversity, either they have injuries or in disaster, calamities, and other crisis situations.
Okay, thank you. Alright. The goal of section 10 is that if there is disaster, calamities, and other crisis situations, women has the right to be the priority in security and protection. And also, women has the right to participate in recovery, rehabilitation, and construction efforts. For example, women has the right to participate in giving of relief goods and other things.
Okay, moving on from section 13, equal access and elimination of discrimination in education, scholarships and training. Can you read everyone?
The state shall ensure that gender stereotypes and images in educational materials and curricula are adequately and appropriately revised. Gender-sensitive language shall be used at all times. Capacity building of gender and development for peace and human rights. Peace and human rights. Expectation for teachers and all those involved in the education sector shall be pursued toward this end.
So, state is in charge of making sure that gender stereotypes and depictions are properly and effectively changed in educational materials and curriculum. So this means that instructional materials should present both genders in an equal and unbiased way rather than supporting the old gender role and stereotype. It is also necessary to use the gender sensitive language. Like, what do you mean by gender sensitive language? Anyone?
Gender sensitive.
Here. Okay, gender sensitive language is a language that is inclusive and respectful to all genders. So it also mentions here that having a partnership of different sectors like educational sectors, churches, private sectors, and faith groups are also encouraged. B. Enrollment of women in non-traditional skills training and vocational and tertiary levels shall be encouraged. So this focuses on encouraging women to join a typical skill training program in a vocational and tertiary levels in an educational level. So when we say non-traditional skills, it is a career path that is usually occupied by one gender, and this section tries to break down these barriers and encourage women to explore wider variety student solely on the account of her having contracted pregnancy outside of marriage during her term in school. So, in this statement, it is against the law to reject or deny their admission to female faculty members who got pregnant outside their marriage. So to put it simply, women gonna suffer the consequences of getting pregnant while being single. So the next one is section 17, women's right to health. Can you read everyone?
Comprehensive health services. The state shall at all times provide for a comprehensive, culture-sensitive, and gender-responsive health services and programs covering all stages of a woman's life cycle, and which addresses the major causes of women's mortality and morbidity.
So the state shall ensure women can receive a specific health care through their lives. Ensuring the unique health needs addressing the unique health needs and various stages to minimize the disparities and encourage, enhance the overall well-being. So when we say disparities, it is a condition of being unwell. So culturally sensitive services should cater these needs. Acknowledging women's health is very important. So a teacher can help create a supportive educational environment by fostering understanding and supporting the female students' health needs. So the question is, how can these laws be related to the teaching profession? Anyone? How can these laws be related to the teaching profession? Yes. Yes, Ari.
Today, we have a lot of teachers that are women, and these laws protect those teachers from any abuse caused by society or the school.
Yes, very good. So this law is promotes an inclusive education and protection to all men.
Bagi ka. Okay, guys. Let's move on to section 24. Right education and training. Can you read everyone?
The state shall ensure the following. Women, migrant workers have the opportunity to undergo skills training, gender-specific training and seminars, and equal opportunities in scholarships.
Okay. Based on what you read, or what is your understanding based on the section you mentioned? Anyone? Do you have any idea what's the purpose, the main goal of this section?
Yes, it is to give equality. The purpose of the section 24, education and training, is that it gives equality of women and their rights when it comes to education or skills. Education skills or in work opportunities.
Thank you. Very good. So, the main purpose, the main goal of this section is to provide skill training, seminars, and plan scholarship. It helps access to education and gender-based discrimination or during work, or during migration and work. So, the example of this section is like OFW. Now, do you know why that OFW is the best na example? Like, usually, the women's migrant workers have the opportunity to undergo skills training. Just like when you go to other country, like you work abroad, you need to undergo training.
Yes.
So,
In that job, you'll be working in the other country, so you need to undergo the skills training.
yes, to enhance the job opportunities.
Yes.
So we gender citizen training and seminars and equal opportunities in scholarship. So it helps us to access education, access our scholarship education to enhance the job opportunities also. In order to, we will no, will not able to hinder the about the migrants. Yes. So let's move on to section 25. Right to representation and participation. Failure to
The state shall ensure women's participation in policy making or decision making bodies in the regional, national, and international levels.
based in your understanding, what is the main purpose or goal in this section?
The right of women to join or participate in different activities, just like regional, national, and international levels. For example, sports. Women have the right to present, participate, just like what the Marginin or no, the Heidelin Vilas that it's not just men who can do this type of thing. It's all women also have the ability, the capability to do that thing and to represent our country in doing that activity.
Okay, so the main goal of this section for the women is to have the opportunities for the women to like run a position in politics because there are many countries that when you say that the leader of this country is a woman, the country is winning, no, because we will there is no discrimination in wait now any gender can run a position girl or boy. So, do you have any idea or you can sum up to this one, to this section?
Women have the right to represent our nation.
Okay,
Section 25 actually permits women to be part of the Senate, to be part of the ASEAN, so they can represent the country because actually before, women are not allowed to be part of the Senate, to become the president of the country, or to become a lawmaker. But now, because of the Carta of Women, Section 25, women are permitted to be part of the policy making and decision making.
yes. So the main purpose also in this section is to ensure that participating in women's category like presidential, including regional, national, and international levels. So do you have any question in this section? Yes.
Not so far, sir.
So sum up everything. What are the fundamental rights in guaranteed by the Carta of Women? Anyone who can give one? Fundamental rights.
The rights to different from violence, the rights to education.
Okay. Thank you. Very good. What about this side? Okay.
Right to protection and protection of the conflict to the disaster capital. Yeah.
This side. What about this side? Okay.
Section 25, right to representation and participation. information. Yes.
Very good.
And decision making.
Alright, class, I guess you're now ready for another activity. Are you class?
Yes, we are.
Alright. Okay, now we will have another activity. You stay in your group. All you have to do is to list down as many of the fundamental rights of women guaranteed by the Magna Carta of Women as you can within 3 minutes. Okay, am I making myself clear, class?
Yeah.
Yes. You write this in long sides of paper. Alright. In your group, you write this in a long side of paper and you have 3 minutes to accomplish this.
Kaya tayo pili mo.
Alright, your timer starts now.
Women's rights. By direction. That
Atong sa kuwan dahil kung ikaw na
declaration of policy.
So, 2 minutes left.
and in the right of
Section 1 of the policy. Yes, equal access to energy.
So, 30 seconds left.
Elimination of discrimination
Alright, that's up, class.
ako, mahilig.
Alright, please. Got your keys. Now, present your answers. Group A. Group representative for Group A, please stand. Group representative for Group A, you read your answers. And the other group will check if they have listed the correct the right the correct right. You say free if you think if they have listed the right correct right. Yes. And then what do you say? Free. Hey. You say fly if not. Alright? Okay, now start.
So for group A's answer, we have women's right or human rights of women. Free of love.
Free.
Protection from violence. Women affected by disasters, calamities, and other crisis situations. Right to representation and participation. Women's right to health. Women's right to education and training. Equal access and elimination of discrimination in education, scholarships, and training. That's all.
Alright. Very good. How about you being the representative stand? So, first one is protection in all forms of violence. Protection and security in times of disaster. Rights to education and training and scholarships. The rights to representation and participation. Rights to comprehensive health services. Equal access and elimination of discrimination in education. Human rights of women. Equality for all women.
So it seems that you really understand the discussion. So now let's have a short quiz. All you have to do is to answer the following questions in 2 to 4 sentences in 1/2 plus twice the sheet of paper. Again, all you have to do is to answer the following questions in 2 to 4 sentences in 1/2 plus twice the sheet of paper. So question number 1, how is the Magna Carta of women impacted the lives of women in the Philippines? Question number 2, how can this law be relevant in the teaching profession? So for the rubrics, here is the rubric for scoring. Excellent for 5 points. The answer is clearly written and easy to understand. Good for 3 points. The answer is mostly clear, but there may be more minor grammatical errors or clear phrasing. Fair for 2 points. The answer is somewhat clear, but there are significant grammatical errors or unclear phrasing. Again, this is the rubric for scoring. Excellent for 5 points. The answer is clearly written and easy to understand. Good for 3 points. The answer is mostly clear, but there may be more minor grammatical errors or unclear phrasing. Fair for 2 points. The answer is somewhat clear, but there are significant grammatical errors or unclear phrasing. You have 3 minutes to accomplish the test, class, so your time starts now. Again, you have 3 minutes to answer the 2 questions. Two minutes left. handle kasalanan. Very, very good. So the time is up, and I will give you 3 additional minutes to review your answer. Again, I will give you 3 additional minutes to review your answers. Two minutes left.
Done.
Are you done answering, class?
Yes, sir.
1 minute left.
Sa pag-revise lang, dami
Okay, finish or unfinished, raise your button and say flip flop loop.
Flip flop loop.
Alright, class. So you will go. You're going to pass your papers to the class to your group representative, and I am going to. Okay. Okay, Harry.
Okay, for your assignment, I want you to create a slogan emphasizing the importance of the local martial of women in the lives of Filipino women. Do this on a long size bond paper. Submit next meeting on November 13, 2023. So for the rubrics, criteria, for the Carta Excellence 5 points, the slogan is clear, concise, and easy to understand. Good for 3 points, the slogan is mostly clear and easy to understand. Fair for 2 points, the slogan is somewhat unclear or difficult to understand. So for the originality, excellent for 5 points, the slogan is highly original and creative. Good for 3 points, the slogan is somewhat original and creative. Fair for 2 points, the slogan is mighty original and creative. So for the craftsmanship, the slogan excellence for 5 points, the slogan is exceptionally attractive in terms of neatness. Good for 3 points, the slogan is attractive in terms of neatness. Fair for 2 points, the slogan is acceptably attractive. For creativity, excellence for 5 points, exceptional use of new ideas and originality to create slogan. Good for 3 points, good use of new ideas and originality to create slogan. Fair for 2 points, no use of new ideas and originality to create slogan. Do you all understand?
Yes, miss.
So before we end the class, I will leave you a quote saying, equality is not a gift from those who have power to those who don't. It is a right that must be earned and defended. Shirley Cole. Please stand for closing prayer. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil. Right, go back to your chairs, class. Go back to your arrangement of your chairs.
Okay na? Save.